What is going on, garden fans? Welcome back to the Permaculture Homestead. In today's episode, we are going to talk about some of the perennial plants that we are harvesting off of. I am going to show you how our spring vegetable garden is doing and kind of update you as to how we're transitioning into the fall right now. So to start off, I want to talk about the annual veggies. We've grown a lot of veggies, things that we started in March. Most of those veggies are either succumbing to heat or pest damage. So a lot of the squash and zucchini have been overtaken by squash bugs, and I'm allowing that to happen. I'm not stopping the natural processes that happen here in the food forest. Cabbage moths have come and chewed up a lot of the kale. Once again, we don't spray for pests out here. I am not putting any pesticides, fertilizers, herbicides, or fungicides in this food forest. I let the natural processes happen, and I'm working with nature to continue to keep a veritable food forest growing. Now what's going to happen is, as we come into September, October, and the temperature drops, a lot of these pests are going to die, and most of these kale and collard plants are going to rebound. They're going to continue to grow as we come into the fall and winter. Some things still growing are basil. Still have watermelon growing through here. In fact, I got quite a bit of watermelon right here starting to develop and want to creep up the goji berry. Now, it's been so hot that the goji berry have dropped their leaves. However, they're still so hardy enough that they're still producing fruit, even with no leaf on them. More annual veggies, things like loofah. They've come and they're almost done fruiting right now. I use these loofah sponges as Christmas presents. But most of the annual veggies that I've planted are either dying or succumbing to the heat of the summer. Now what I'm doing to help kind of refresh the food forest is I am allowing the chickens, let me show you the chickens over here. I've let my chickens out into the food forest. Now a couple times a year I'll do this. I'll just let them forage. And right now they're going to be foraging out here for the next 2 months. So through July, through August, and a little bit into September, they're going to be out here cleaning up the forest floor. They're going to be eating some of the spent weeds. They're going to be eating some of the dead veggies and some of the bugs and pests that are on them. And they're going to be pooping and fertilizing. Now also in September, what I'm going to do is end up putting those chickens back in their coop and run area. And then I'm going to replant the whole area with annual fall veggies. So that is kind of how my annual vegetable garden works out here. I'm trying to work with nature. I'm utilizing my chickens as composters and as cleaners. They're out here cleaning the place up, killing and breaking some of the pest cycles, and fertilizing all for the next group of veggies to come in. Now, I want to transition here. Let's talk about some of the perennial things growing out here. This whole place is a veritable food forest. It has taken me 6 years to get to a point where I've got this jungle-like thing growing in my yard. And honestly, it's very hands-off and still very productive. We have had tons of elderberry this year. We're making lots of elderberry syrups. We're making jellies, jams with elderberry. And this elderberry hedge is, for the most part, maintenance free. You can see the chickens through here kind of cleaning out underneath. Okay, pawpaws. I had some hand pollination of my pawpaws this year. They're still growing. The pawpaws aren't quite ready yet, but they're getting there. Here we go. Here's some pawpaw. So I'd say another month or two, provided I can keep these guys well watered. And we're going to be getting some pawpaw fruit, and I'll be doing a pawpaw tasting in another month or so. But all the pawpaw I got here are loaded down with fruit and doing really good. I'm super excited because this is the first year I've had fruit on here. It didn't take much, but I did have to definitely hand pollinate to get these things to fruit. So currently we're harvesting elderberry. We're harvesting ever-bearing raspberries. Most of the veggies are already been harvested. We've canned, bottled, and stored and made breads out of most of those. We're harvesting a lot of gummy berry right now. And with the gummy berry, we're going to be making fruit leather. And of course, we have herbs all over the place as an understory. Lemon balm, mint, thyme. Here is a persimmon, not fruiting right now. Other fruiters right now for the summer are going to be beautyberry. So this Mexican beautyberry is starting to put on lots and lots of fruit. Here's more elderberry kind of falling over into it. Okay, the muscadine grapes we got are producing. Let me go show you some muscadines. This place has really gotten thick, very, very thick, as you can see. I have one small walkway around the whole property, and there is just fruit hanging everywhere. One of my favorites right now is passion fruit. So I allow passion fruit to kind of grow up with the grapes. What I really like about passion fruit is that nature kind of takes care of this one for me. The Gulf fritillary butterfly will eventually be here, and the this is a host plant. Here it is. Here's one of them. So here is a Gulf caterpillar, and the Gulf caterpillar lives on the passion fruit. It's a host plant. So nature grows the plant, nature makes the fruit, and then nature makes the composters for me. So this caterpillar is going to eat up all these leaves, and in the next month or so, this hedge here of passion fruit will be eaten down, butterflies will be all over the place, and I really won't have to worry about pruning them out. I mean, nature really takes care of this plant for me from beginning to end. Muscadines, we've got muscadines coming in. And once again, these muscadines in another month are going to be good and ripe. Here's some more passion fruit growing with them. It's nice to see this companion planted food forest producing all types of fruits. Figs are going to be ready for us here in another month or so. So as spring is starting to close up, and as our spring vegetables are dying down, we're getting a lot of fruiting off of our trees, our fruit trees. We're getting fruits from our shrubs, and my chickens are even getting some fruit and food out here. This is a veritable food forest, garden fans. I am not going to talk about everything today. I did just want to touch on how we're transitioning into fall, kind of show you some of the things that we got growing right now. Lots of potatoes I still have on deck that I need to harvest. The heat has kind of ravaged those. But this is truly a natural food forest. Here is some green tea plants, Camilla sinensis. They're probably ready to get transplanted somewhere into this food forest. But this is really thick, it's really dense, it's highly productive for a suburban, lot, 2,000 square feet. And really, it's generally maintenance free. Once again, in the spring, we do a bit of maintenance, we do a bit of cleaning, we plant a whole bunch, and then we leave it be. And here we are in the fall. I'm letting my chickens clean it out, and I will plant again in the fall, in another month or two. So keep in touch, please, garden fans. Please like, share, and subscribe. As always, give this video a thumbs up. That really helps us out. Do subscribe and hit the notification bell. You won't get notifications other way any ways. YouTube's not going to let you know that I'm posting videos if you don't tap that notification bell. And please do come back next week, and you can continue to see how these chickens clean the place out and how we get it ready for fall. Appreciate you all watching, as always. God bless.